Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn No Man is an Island by John Donne. John Donne was a leading English metaphysical poet known for his powerful love and religious verse, sermons, and public service. He co-founded the Metaphysical Poets, a group characterized by the use of intellect and emotion through surprising conceits and wit. His writings explored profound themes like love, mortality, and the divine, famously including the collection of sermons known as Holy Sonnets. After a secret marriage that led to his imprisonment, Donne ultimately found personal solace and a public platform in an angelic church, eventually becoming Dean of St. Paul Cathedral. We are going to further see the line wise explanation of this excerpt. So, this is the text. You can go through this. No Man is an Island is not a poem but a famous excerpt from John Donne's 1624 prose work Devotions upon Emergent Occasions. The central idea is that all human beings are interconnected, forming a single continent of humanity. Just as a piece of land lost to the sea diminishes the whole continent, the death of any individual diminishes all of humankind. Donne uses the metaphor of an island to illustrate that no person can be truly isolated from others. Everyone is a part of larger human community, and each person's life and death affects everyone else. John Donne's famous prose, which begins No Man in an Island, is a profound statement on human interconnectedness, asserting that no person is truly isolated from others, but instead a part of the greater body of humanity, much like a piece of a larger continent. The poem explains that any loss or suffering experienced by one person or community diminishes all of humankind, similar to how a piece of land washing away reduces the landmass of the entire continent. The speaker urges readers to recognize this universal connection and not to isolate themselves from others' grief or challenges, as the toll of death ultimately affects everyone. The green line indicates the excerpts while the blue line indicates the explanation. So let's go line by line. No man is an island entire of itself. This opening line establishes the central metaphor of the poem. An island is a landmass isolated by water, cut off from any other land. Donne asserts that humans are not like this. No individual exists completely separate and isolated from the rest of humanity. Every man is a piece of a continent, a part of the main. This line continues the metaphor, comparing each individual to a portion of a larger landmass. We are all connected to a bigger whole, the continent of humanity. The main refers to the mainland, the central part of the landmass from which islands are formed. If a cloth be washed away by the sea, Europe is the less. This imagery illustrates the impact of even a small loss. If a small piece of earth, a cloth, is washed into the sea, the entire continent of Europe is reduced in size, as well as if a promontory were. Similarly, if a prominent piece of land, a promontory, breaks off, Europe also becomes smaller. This implication is that all parts of the land are connected, and any loss, big or small, affects the whole. As well as if a manor of thy friends or of thine own were. Donne brings the metaphor closer to home. He extends the concept to human communities. If a friend's property were lost, or even your, it would be a loss to your personal world. As well as if a continent of thy friends or of thine own were. He further escalates the idea, comparing the loss of an entire continent of one's own friend to the loss of a piece of land itself. This highlights the depth and extent of human connection. Any man's death diminishes me because I am involved in mankind. This is crucial realization and the core message of the poem. Because all humans are connected, the death of any person affects everyone, making them feel smaller or weaker. The speaker is involved in mankind in the sense that he is part of the larger human community. and therefore never sends to know for whom the bell tolls. The bell tolls are often associated with death. The speaker implores the reader to stop asking who is dying and therefore who the bell is tolling for. It's toll for thee. The final powerful lines reveals the truth. The bell tolls for everyone. It is a reminder that everyone is a part of humanity and any loss, whether to a friend or a stranger, ultimately concerns you as well. The main message of John Donne's No Man is an Island is that all human beings are interconnected and interdependent, not isolated entities. The phrase from his devotions upon emergent occasions, rather than a single poem, argues that no person can truly exist alone and that the loss of one person diminishes all of humanity. The ringing of a death knell for one person is a reminder that in a broader human community, it tolls for everyone. This is the list of difficult words and phrases. You all can go through these meanings for a better understanding. So, this is the end of the video. Hope you all understood. Please stay tuned for getting furthermore knowledge in English literature and thank you for watching.